Welcome to today's show, everybody. Blue Skies Vienna, as always, Smoke Girl Rich, and today's special guest on the Old School Cannabis Project is Lazy River Gardens. How else might people know you on Instagram, bro?
Weed conspiracy theorist.
Yep, I thought that was your other one. Well, I knew that was
Yeah,
your other one.
yeah,
Thought
that's
you
my
might like
main
to tell
account.
people. So, welcome to the show, buddy.
Thank you very much. Good to be here.
Appreciate your support over the last few years because I know you've been growing my genetics for a little while. So,
Yeah,
I think was it the Pheno Hunters pack? You,
it must have been because I'd bought one, and then right after I bought that one, you did the YouTube special. Right after you started the channel, and I got that pack. And then I don't
okay,
know, maybe 6 months to a year after that, I bought two Terp Towns from you, and I've been
okay.
searching through all of it since.
That's right. I thought I'm sure I'd seen you growing turp towns, but you
Yeah,
mentioned something from before too. So that's probably just the Pheno Hunters, which was, to be honest, quite similar. There's just four extra varieties in the turp town that you can't find in the Pheno Hunters. But apart from that, they're pretty similar because they both got the offspring of over 60 mothers in, so all pollinated by the same male. So,
yeah. Oh,
so
yeah,
well, what have you
I
found
found
so
some
far,
awesome
bro?
stuff in there too. I found some crazy stuff in there.
Tell us all about it. What have you found over the
I
years?
know it was like when I first bought them, I'd heard about, several of your phenos, like the tennis ball. I thought, okay, that just sounds crazy enough, like what the fuck kind of thing. I grew a bunch of plants. I'm doing stem rubs. I smelled my fingers and holy shit, fucking tennis ball. Like I found it.
That's
And it,
nice.
it did. It tastes just like guava. That was one of the craziest plants for that smell and then that taste don't even match. Like how's a tennis ball taste like a guava, you know? And that buzz was just spectacular. And then I
Well,
found recently at the Turp Towns, I found the pickled onion.
nice.
Ooh boy, now that is fire. I love that plant. Straight, strong vinegar, onion, skunky. I mean, just like you said. I mean,
Oh, that's perfect.
identical.
You've got like the original purple garlic pickled onion vinegar one then, because
Yeah, it
that is
had.
what she was, man, with skunk.
Yeah. Yes, I ain't really picked up any of the purple anything in it yet, but yeah, that onion and vinegar smell, especially one I got four of them growing right now. They all got that smell. One of them is like almost like burns your nose. It's so strong, vinegar.
Yeah,
Like it
yeah.
is sour.
Yeah. You've got the perfect one then, bro, because that is like probably like one of the maybe like the second most potent and rank profiles there is probably because I'd say the RKS with the real potent eye-watering ammonia is maybe the loudest, craziest thing I've in terms of just absolute raw, overpowering, loud potency. That's probably that and revoltingness also. But
Yeah.
but that purple garlic pickled onion vinegar skunk is a very close second. She's super loud, as you say, eye watering, nose burning, even
Yeah.
repulsive. Like you take a while to get used to it. You're like can't take a full inhalation at first, and until you get used to it, without being like repulsed by it. She's
Yeah. Oh,
crazy loud.
I love it. Dude, that first hit was just like, oh yes, there we go. Like that is the strain. So yeah, I've carried it on. I'm not really going to say what I carried it on with, but I did keep it. Smells pretty similar to the original. So
How did she end up in like post harvest? Because I did find of my experience of that one that she will change quite significantly after harvest.
yeah, she actually got more pickly and stuff afterwards. When it
Okay.
was growing, the very first one, it almost had more of a like wet wood type smell or something. It was really confusing. But then after it, dried and cured and everything, like there's the pickled onion. So it
Yeah.
was one of the weirdest things. Like I don't know what that smell is, like wet wood or something. These just what I knew to describe it. Like kind of strange, earthy. But yeah, now these four are just straight, even stem rub, just vinegar, like
Yeah.
strong.
It's a strange profile, really. It's like, where did vinegar come from? Because
Yeah, that's why.
it
Yeah, like
reminds
how in the hell? Yeah,
You guys probably have, like, you guys have mentioned to me like dill pickle and things like that. But I'm sure you must have them in America, but I don't know. But like pickled onions, we have them
Oh
especially
yeah.
around about Christmas time. A
Yeah, so
jar.
my grandma used to can like everything back then. See, I remember her like pickled onions and pickles, and
Exactly.
that's what it
Yeah,
reminded me of. That old school growing up, grandma's pantry, some pickled onions, just amazing.
yeah. Well, that's exactly it. For me, it is exactly that. It's pickled onion vinegar.
Yeah,
It's just wild how it's just so exactly that.
yeah. I
And
did find I did find some roadkill too. I said, when I got that first pack, I gave a buddy of mine some seeds to run. And I said, if you find any males you don't want, let me know before you toss them out. Well, he messaged me one day, hey, I got a male. Do you want it? I said, well, what's it smell like? He said, I can smell this across my yard. I'm like, oh hell yeah, I will come get it because I know what that is. Yeah, and it was just straight gag you. My wife was kind of aggravated for a while because I brought the male into the house because I was going to breed with him.
yeah.
It drew. I'd open my tent up. There's flies like some horror movie. Shit, you've got to get that fucking plant out of my house. But I had a buddy of mine come over. I've been telling him about it because he's old school. Remember the old skunk? He came over. He said, I got to smell this plant you're talking about. He said, actually, I can already smell it. I'm like, oh no. Come into my room, I open my tent up, rub that stem a little bit, smell your fingers. He did. Takes that first sniff, straight skunk spray. Go back for that second sniff. You get this weird, almost sweet kind of a smell, and it confuses you. So you go for that third smell, straight dog shit. Like you just stuck your fingers in a big pile. He started gagging, still sniffing his fingers though. Sniff, gag, sniff, gag. I'm like, dude, quit. It was hilarious though. He said, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "Hey, exactly. I told you I had it." People say roadkill don't exist. What the fuck you call that then? Because that's one of the rankest fucking plants. My whole house, my wife seriously like, you have got to get that out of here as soon as you can.
It makes
I
me
mean,
laugh, man, because so many people have said their wives have been upset.
yeah. I did my too. My daughter came over one day because she smokes. And I go rub that plant and smell it. She did the same thing. About that third sniff, she looked at me and starts gagging. Goes, "What the fuck, Dad? You smoked that?" I'm like, "Well, that one's a male, so no, I'm not smoking that one." But yeah, you know, I love this shit. The stinker, the better.
The only ones I don't like are the ones that smell like and taste like dog shit or human shit, man. I mean,
Yeah,
that's my limit. I can't. I've literally thrown away plants that smell and taste like that. The skunks and all the other foul stuff I like, but the ones that are literally just the ones that actually taste like they smell as well. Obviously, I've never eaten fucking shit, but we
yeah,
all know, you know what I'm saying. The
yeah,
ones that taste like they smell, literally tastes like you must have shit in your mouth, man.
yeah. So
I
I noticed a few of yours. You get that kind of shit smell, but then there's no taste of it. It just
oh no,
skunky, maybe a slight sweetness or something to it, but no actual shit flavor.
no, it depends on each individual plant, but
Yeah.
I have experienced the ones that do taste like they smell too, man, and it's just so disgusting they can't be smoked for me.
Luckily, I haven't found that one yet. Then, because
No.
I like it nasty, but I don't want to smoke any shit. Stick
Well,
with the skunk.
so you've let's recap on those then. So you found a skunk spray. You found what was the first one you said you found?
The pickled
The
onion. I
guava.
found the tennis ball guava.
That's it.
I found a nice lime. I guess like lime haze. Will be
Yeah,
my guess of what this plant is. That is nice too. Haze is a really unmistakable smell anyway.
yeah,
And then with that like that lime peel type smell with it,
yeah.
like citrus, but
I've
not
found that.
regular citrus.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean because I found and bred with one very similar last year. I found a lime haze, just like you say, and I also found distinct lime and piss haze. I called it lime piss
Oh,
haze. It's like just straight like urine and
yeah.
yeah. So, did you find anything apart from the lime, but any other fruits like berries or anything? How many have you popped in total?
Maybe 10, 15 total probably so far.
Yeah.
My grow has been down for like the last so pretty much since the beginning of the year. We had lost our house, had to move, some other crap happened. Just got my grow going again here in like August. So yeah, I'm ready to get going and start popping some more. I had
No,
them,
that's
so the
cool.
pickled onion and some other ones. I found a good skunk haze. I guess it's like a good classic skunk haze. And I
Yeah.
used it actually. It's my Jimbo plant that I'd
Okay.
made. I created it's a skunk haze, and I crossed it with Sasquatch, which I actually
Nice.
got from a previous guest of yours. I won't say any names, but because I'm not sure what happened there. But
I can briefly mention that, because it's kind of silly.
yeah,
And it's probably more my fault because I didn't like fully follow up because it's just silly. I know who it is. It's Red. He might listen to this episode. He might not, but people might be wondering. He's a previous guest. I've actually got zero beef with him, but I think I made a comment once on one of. I can't even remember what it was either. I made a comment on one of his. Either he made a comment on one of my posts, or I made a comment on one of his posts, and then he DM'd me, and it was like late at night over here, and I saw the message kind of flash up, but I didn't read it. And I think he was like saying, "Hey, this, there's some confusion over either his comment or my comment." And then something happened where I just didn't go back to fucking check on that message and follow up on it. And he probably thinks I fucking ignored it. It's like a real petty fucking issue, but that's what it
yeah,
is. It's probably on my fault because I should have made the effort to follow up and check his message and reply to it. But that's what I think has happened with him. But
might have
so
been. Yeah,
I think that's what it is because then somebody told me like, "Oh, he's pissed off with you about this, that, and the other." And I was like, "Yeah, I just didn't reply to his message because I got fucking loads of messages that day and whatever." That's what it was. It's really not any
yeah.
big fucking deal.
Oh yeah. Well, I've noticed you kind of have that effect on a lot of the cunt community.
Well, I don't put. I definitely let me just say that I don't put him in that bracket. He's definitely not a cunt, as far as I'm aware anyway. I'm
Yeah,
thinking,
but yeah, I mean, a lot of the
but yeah, it
community
does
though. I
happen a
mean, they just
lot,
have
bro.
that
It does
issue.
happen. It
Yeah,
happens a lot. And to be honest, that's probably where it's happened so many fucking times. I kind of get immune to it a little bit, and that's why I probably should have made more effort to make sure he understood what the situation was, rather than just like kind of forgetting about it, and then him thinking I've just ignored him or something. I think that's what it is.
yeah. I know he had lost a couple accounts too, apparently.
Yeah, everybody's. I mean, the thing is now, it seems like a lot of people on Instagram are now recently experiencing what I've been experiencing for fucking years anyway. So I'm not really too sympathetic with it, to be honest, because
Yeah,
it's like now everyone's getting what I've had for fucking years anyway.
yeah.
It shouldn't,
Oh,
it
yeah.
shouldn't, it shouldn't be happening. It shouldn't, Instagram shit because it's just got the policy where any little low life snitch can get your account took down if they put enough effort into it. So that's really the biggest gripe of Instagram, just their shit policies that let weak
Yeah.
little fucking pricks just like report you and get your account took down.
Hey,
That's
yeah, and
why I've had 60
they
accounts.
love fucking with you.
Yeah. Well, they can't do anything else, can they? They know they cannot compete with me on any level. None of them have got
Mm.
genetics that compete with mine unless they got them from me anyway. Um, and that's what it is, basically. So they've got
Hell,
no.
I remember when I first seen you on Instagram. I mean, of course, I ain't gonna lie. I was like, oh, great, another guy saying he's got skunk, whatever, you know. So I kept following you though, and then I guess me being a conspiracy theorist kind of helped because then I started noticing, okay, if all these people are running their mouth that bad about this dude, he's got to have something that they're pissed off about.
That's what everyone says,
Or they
bro.
would have got, okay, he ain't got shit, leave it alone, move on. You know, you never hear from you again. But they
Yeah.
keep on and keep on. So I kind of like right over the target as far as I see it. So I took a chance. I'm like, you know what the hell? I'm gonna buy a pack from this dude, see what the fuck's up, see if he's actually got skunk. Well, holy shit. Looky there. There's skunk. Just like he said, you know, what the fuck are these people talking about? Then I realized they're just hating because they don't have it. And they don't want to say, oh, I got it from Blue Skies. Hey, I'll tell anyone, yeah, I got skunk, and guess where I got it? You know, it ain't that famous seed bank. It ain't that guy. It ain't that guy. It's blue. You want
every
skunk?
single
That's where it's at.
every, every single person who's got skunk past 2020 who never showed it before 2020 got it from me, and that is not any brag. It's just a fucking fact because
Oh, yeah.
the whole world was spent fucking 20 odd years, 30 odd years looking for fucking roadkill skunk. We had the 200 odd page thread multiple times on IC Mag, everybody crying it was gone. Everybody, as you say, prior to me, who came out with skunk was a lying little fuck, never had
Yeah.
it. You buy the seeds, you find nothing. So that's what I faced. I faced two things when I came on the scene when you came aware of me. One, I had that junky Farmer Joe 420 spreading lies from the get go because he tried to fuck with me on a previous forum. I absolutely kicked the shit out of him on that forum, basically, and it looked bad for him. So he was real butthurt, and so I was steering trouble from the minute I entered Instagram. Then I also had the past 20 years of absolute bullshitters before me who had told that people they'd got skunk, and every single one of them was a bullshitter. So when I finally came along with the real deal, it was hard for people to fucking believe it because there had been so many people. Even people have to suck him off, but Duke, everybody that I knew before I joined Instagram when I was on my private forum was cussing Duke out. I've seen him in person there in public now. They all suck him off. All the people that suck off Duke were on my private forum saying he was a cunt. He'd rinsed the community for $250,000 of seeds, and nobody had found any skunk in it at that point. They'd spent 250,000 he'd had in sales and of this one type, and nobody had found it. So all these people that are still loved in the community all fucking lied beforehand until me. And I'm the only person who's never fucking lied because I got no reason to fucking lie.
That
So,
100% facts right there. That's true. I said I've bought through seed banks. I have bought, a super skunk or whatever. Tastes like fruity coffee. Like, okay, that's not bad weed necessarily, but call it something else. That's not skunk.
no.
That's, it's
I'd
not at
say I
all
saw.
even.
Doesn't he have something called Grandma's Skunk or something? That fucking Duke. And I saw people in 2016, 2017 running big greenhouses of it on my private forum. They're all like, Duke's a cunt. There's no fucking skunk here. It's sweet skunk. And yeah, everybody, Matt Riot with his fucking dog shit $500 for six feminized Afghan seeds with no fucking skunk in them whatsoever.
Yeah, that doesn't visit it.
Everybody before, and that's the thing, they all would have rinsed the fuck out the community if I hadn't fucking done what I'd done, you know.
Oh yeah.
It
Hell,
would have been
before I found your packs, I was getting to be one of them believers too. Like I must have been imagining this shit in the '90s and stuff. Maybe skunk didn't exist. Maybe it is gone. I don't know what the fuck, but and then I found you and your packs, and okay, well, shit, there it is. It isn't
yeah.
gone. It isn't just a figment of my imagination.
Well,
There
it
is
was
real
gone, bro. It
skunk,
was
like I
gone.
remember. Yeah.
It was
The
gone.
old
It
school
was
shit from
gone.
high school. As I telling a buddy of mine the other day, back in the '90s, especially where I was at, you get like the brick weed from wherever. It all just tastes like a plant. It didn't have any flavor, no smell, unless you got skunk. That's really like the only strain you could get, at least around here. They had any kind of a flavor. That and the buzz was just better. A lot of
Yeah.
people are put off by it, and they still are. I don't get why, because it's a hell of a better buzz than half like all the cookies and cake bullshit. Hell, I've been saying that for so many years. My wife and everybody gets tired of hearing it, but I don't like cardboard terps. There's better weed out there. It can be found. It does exist. Motherfuckers have to admit that where you're getting it from. Go get it. Quit doubting. I've had people ask me after I bought that first pack from you, well, is it true? Like, does he actually have skunk? I'm like, dude, Blue is the most legit motherfucker in the cannabis community. I can tell you right now for a fact, it's the most legit. All these other people saying this shit, they ain't got nothing. They're just running their mouth. Blue don't even run his mouth. He just saying, I have skunk. You want it? Buy it. There it is. As simple as that. But yeah, these
Do you know
fucking
what?
clowns are just ridiculous with it.
I'm going to fucking agree with you and actually just like blow my own trumpet a little bit. And I'm going to say I am the most legit person in the community, and because I'm completely fucking 100% legit, so you can't get any more legit than me. And not only
Exactly.
that, not only am I 100% legit, I'm 100% legit with the best fucking genetics that exist. And
Yeah.
it's been quite funny lately. I'm giving a few little people, it'll come out in the wash soon enough because I am headed into like slightly different directions. People are going to see me on some bigger fucking platforms soon in the near future,
Oh
and
yeah.
and just before all these happen, I'm giving some of these little cunts out there like little chances to not be cunts, yeah. And that's all I'm going to leave it at the minute. But even kind of people that's well respected, I'm giving little fucking chances to see what they're truly like, to prove themselves and to give them the opportunity. And yeah, it's going to be fucking funny because I'm
They're all
all
fucking
fucking
clowns.
they're
They're
all
all
they're all
fucking
little
clowns.
cunts. Every
Yeah.
single one. I don't give a fuck, right? I'm telling you, I don't align myself with any other fucking breeder that's known in the community. All the ones that are well known, every single last one of them is a cunt, and that's going right up to fucking Bodie, who's got no balls to speak out and tell the truth. He might not have talked shit about me, but he knows loads of truths about me. Bodie does, and was one of the originals, and he's kept his mouth shut. So I don't respect that neither. If you haven't
Yeah.
got the balls and the moral fiber and just the actual just be a good human being to speak up and defend somebody when you know they're in the fucking right, then you're a cunt to me as far as I'm concerned. You're a cunt. So Bodie's a cunt. Every single person in the community is a fucking cunt. And I've given loads of them fucking opportunities and chances to prove themselves not to be cunts. And very soon, as I fucking progress in what I'm doing, because as I say, I won't be fucking on Instagram doing things like I have been doing for too much fucking longer because I've given the whole community, whether they be unknown fucking little people with one tent and fucking three pots in it, or people that is the most well known in the community. Everybody from every fucking sector has had every opportunity in the last 5 years to either obtain the genetics and or support me in some way, right? So everyone's had
Yeah.
all fucking chances I'm prepared to give now over the last half decade, and the entire community can suck my fucking nuts going forward, to be honest.
I hear you on that,
And
100%.
only the people that have publicly supported me up to this point do I give a fuck about, except the people that weren't given the opportunity to support me or know about me because of all the cocksuckers like Kevin Jodrey, etc., who have done their very best to lie and hide me from the community and who are probably responsible for thousands, in my opinion, thousands of people suffering and taking shit medical cannabis and growing
Yep.
shit genetics that could, when they could have been growing vastly superior, not just vastly superior, but the best medical genetics that exist on the face of the earth for the past 5 years, they could have been growing, healing, benefiting from. But instead, they've not had the opportunity because of absolute pieces of shit that are respected in this community. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm reaching a point now where if you ain't with me, you're fucking against me. I don't give two fucks about fucking giving people cheap seeds and accesses. You've had your fucking chance, you cunts, for the last 5 years, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Very few people have fucking had the balls or the integrity to do what you've done, for example, grow my
Yeah.
fucking seeds and tell the truth about it.
Oh yeah. That's 100%. Everybody falls into the drama and all the the conspiracy shit and all that. As I've had several people ask me about you afterwards. I'm like, tell them all the same thing. Blue is 100% legit. He ain't lying. He has it. If you want it, buy it, find it. Simple as that. Or quit crying that it skunk doesn't exist. Yes, it does. I was gonna
Anybody
say
saying
too,
that,
Blue. I
yeah.
understand all the hate on you, and I get 100% why you want to leave Instagram and stuff. But I gotta say, God bless you for getting the good medicine out there anyway through all the hate and all the bullshit. That's God bless you, Blue, because you
Well,
have helped so many people. Hell, you've helped my family. I mean, it is great medicine,
yeah,
100%, hands down. There's nothing compares.
yeah. Well, that's what everybody says. That's what I've said from the start. So I'm not going to be like, uh, you know, all coy about it. Yeah, it is the best medical genetics you can
Yeah.
get. End of, because the gene pool had been destroyed by every cocksucker that's fucking hero worshipped currently. All they did
Yep.
was destroy the fucking gene pool. And yeah, thank God for old time one, and thank God for me
Yep.
for bringing it back. Because if I didn't fucking bring it back, it wouldn't exist because nobody else had the old time one gene pool like I did, and nobody else did the work with it. And
Yeah, so
yeah,
I tried spreading it myself too of your genetics. I got one of my best friends lives in Canada. I sent him all my stuff. It's a new grow style, new climate. Shout out Duck. I'm talking about you. He's growing some amazing plants. He just sent me some pictures here the other day, a bunch of your roadkill, the stuff I'd worked with. I sent him to grow, and these are monster plants, dude. Like 8, 9, 10 foot tall, just huge buds. He's going to have a hell of a harvest coming up.
Well, tell people about that 4Ts that you bred.
Oh yeah, I
That,
see the skunk haze I bred, and the pickled onion, of course. I love that plant. I had to breed that one and keep it. I didn't want to be one of them horror stories of I found it, but I didn't do nothing with it. I lost it, and I may never find it again. So I've heard those horror stories, and I had to keep those especially, and the roadkill. I mean, so my buddies in Canada's got a bunch of those genetics. We're going to carry that on coming up. I think we're going to do another little project. Got to decide on that one, but yeah, I just like spreading. Say good medicine. Spread that people that need it. You got some back pain, you're depressed, whatever your issue may be. This medicine helps. Like I can 100% vouch for that.
it is truly mind, body, and soul medicine.
Oh
It
yeah.
impacts and hits on areas modern cannabis does not fucking touch.
I'd say
Um,
another buddy of mine, I'd tell him, because he's old school. I mean, he's about my age. Taught me the old school skunk. I'm like, dude, I'll come over to your house one day and I'll show you something. I called him one day, like, hey, I'm gonna come over. He's like, all right. He said his son was there fixing to leave for work. He's like, dude, you gotta stay here until my buddy gets here. He's got some weed. You gotta try this out. His son's all like, well, weed's weed, right? How much different can
yeah.
it be? He just laughed. Just hang on, son. And when I got there, we're smoking. We're just chatting. We both look over at his son. What's this kid's like 19, something like that. He just got that look on his face. He's just fucking blowed out his mind. Me and buddy start laughing at ourselves. Are you high, boy? He just fucking barely raises his head up, kind of laughs. Like, yep, I told you. Now tell me, how much different can weed be? It's all the same, right? No, it isn't. I didn't know weed could make you feel like that. I mean, I've been high before, but I'm like, exactly. There is a difference in weed. A lot of people, it blows my mind. A lot of people don't understand that. Well, weed's weed. Well, what's the difference if cake or cookies or a skunk or whatever? Well, smoke it and see. If you ain't seeing a fucking difference or feeling a difference, you're a damn liar. I mean, yeah, you might be high off the cookie or cake, whatever fucking bullshit, but it ain't the same. Like my back pain went away. My legs don't hurt today. I'm not depressed or having anxiety. I mean, like I said, no matter what your ailment may be, this helps. Every bit I've found of yours so far. Even the stuff in there say what like my favorite or whatever, it didn't really stand out. That was still
Yeah.
damn good fucking medicine.
Yeah.
I mean, good
Yeah,
for what ails
it
you.
definitely makes you feel better within yourself. It makes you happier, makes you calmer, makes you more relaxed, makes you
Yeah.
more at peace. And that's in terms of like the mental effects, as it were. They're not the bodily, physical effects, as you say, takes away pain. And yeah, like what people don't understand, and again, it's not fucking bragging or arrogance, it's just pure fact that the best of my genetics, when you smoke those compared to the so-called best of anything fucking else, it is almost like an entirely, I don't have the vocabulary for it, so I always say substance. It's like it's a different substance, for want of a better word, a different,
Exactly.
like it's a different thing that you're consuming. If you give somebody, right, smoke some of this so-called cannabis versus smoke some of mine, and it is like and entirely the effects are so vastly superior from mine, so much better, so much all-encompassing, hitting the body and the mind and providing total relaxation and happiness and
Yes.
clarity as well of thought.
It's that
And
it's that total entourage effect of cannabis. Because nowadays it's just,
yeah,
high THC. There's nothing else in it. Well, yours still
exactly.
has all of the natural, stuff that's supposed to be there. The medicinal aspect of it is still there. It hasn't been bred out and thrown away. But I say it
Yeah,
blows my mind that people don't know the difference or don't see a difference or didn't even understand that there could be. And
do you know what happens to me, bro? When I'm lucky enough for somebody in the UK to send me samples of my stuff, when I'm in the UK, I don't grow because I'm just for many reasons. I don't do any growing in the UK. All my work, all my breeding, all everything's done outside the UK. So when I'm back in the UK and I'm not growing my own stuff, um, I have to obviously get what other people can supply. And to a man, it does not matter who they are, what fucking quality they think they've got, or what fucking experience they think they've got, whatever it is they're providing, telling me they think it's fucking 10 out of 10 and excellent, it is a 4 or a 3 compared to the best of all time, a 1, because
Oh yeah.
it will have a minimal effect in comparison for a far shorter duration of time. So what makes me laugh is I remember watching some videos of that prick Jodry, Kevin Jodry, the self-appointed cannabis expert, and he was in his fucking whatever Wonderland place he doesn't have anymore, but one of these videos, and he's talking some bullshit like, yeah, people will come and they'll buy maybe the 30% fucking THC one because they've only got $20 to spend. So if they're spending $20 on a bag of 30% THC, it's going to make it last that much longer than if they were buying something that was weaker THC. And what a cunt, because if they were buying something that was perhaps 18, 19, 20% THC, an old skunk, but it also had all the other fucking cannabinoids present to some degree, and all the
Yep.
fucking range of terpenes and flavonoids that are absent in modern cannabis, that weaker percentage of THC will get them fucking higher for 4 times as fucking long, you thick twat. And he's out
Yep.
there telling people that that is the way to go. High THC will, it will be keep your money fucking longer, basically. The reverse is fucking true. And things that are anywhere from 12 to 15% even, but with other fucking cannabinoids present and a vast range of fucking terpenes instead of just some monoterpene dog shit. Um,
Oh,
I mean, that stuff will get you higher for fucking vastly longer periods and better, and different kind of highs as well than these so-called, and probably all this stuff in the lab that's coming out at 30%. All them lab results are bullshit as well. None of them are fucking accurate for the most
oh
part.
yeah. I said
But yeah,
cardboard terps and 30-minute highs.
yeah,
And
yeah,
I've been saying this shit way before I ever followed you or heard you say anything. Because I drove my family crazy for years trying to get weed anywhere. I'm like, I don't want this fucking cardboard bullshit. It don't get you high for like 30 minutes. We got to find some fucking good weed. Or I guess that's actually got me to start growing. And then shortly after I started growing, I found you and changed my whole grow. Like I found what I'm looking for now. A lot of
well,
people just have this like predisposition to not like skunk as soon as they hear the word, especially around here. They want the, candy, whatever. So I've noticed if you just don't tell somebody what a particular plant is, they don't have that predisposition to already not like it before they try it. You just hand somebody a bag or hand them a joint. Hey, smoke this, smell that, whatever. Oh hell, man, where the hell did you get this? What is this? No,
yeah.
but I thought you didn't like skunk though. Now you're just like mind blown at the smell of this bag.
Well,
This isn't
exactly.
a candy sherbet something. This is skunk. It's old school.
We had a guy from the UK on recently, and he attends events in the UK. The UK is just as uneducated, if not more so, than the American fucking average consumer. All the UK fucking people seem to do is just grow autoflower versions of fucking Cali hype anyway, or S1 versions of Cali hype, and
Yeah.
all they do is like hop on the latest hype train from America. Meanwhile, 99% of all my fucking customers are American. But anyway, he went he's been growing a couple of my skunks. He made some really nice MCT infused oil with the
Oh yeah.
rosin. And yeah, he sent me some of those to try, a couple of bottles of those to try. And he sent me some samples of the flower too. And I'm telling you, bro, this is what I was fucking leading on to before. When I do get the chance to smoke my genetics in the UK, and I've been smoking other stuff, when I do get that opportunity, wow, it is, as I say, like another substance. It's like night and day. And I'm like, yeah, this is why these cunts hate me so much, because this is so vastly superior and on
Oh yeah.
another level entirely to what they're playing with. They must fucking hate it when they get some fucking dickheads to hit me up and buy a pack of seeds on their behalf. And when they get them sent over from the UK and then they grow them and they see fucking vigor that they've never seen before, and they get fucking terps popping off at fucking 14 days from seed that they've never experienced before. And then
Yeah.
they get to smoke it and they get sat on their ass properly like they never have been before. And they're like, this fucking British motherfucker, this English
Yeah.
motherfucker. You know,
Not
they
there, yeah.
must be so pissed that the
Oh
first
yeah.
time
That's
they're
what
actually smoking some proper herb comes from me.
actually, I don't get why that pisses everyone off.
Do you
Like
know why? I'll tell you why.
I was glad to find it. So I've been
Do you know why,
searching
bro?
like a lot of
It's
these other motherfuckers. I've been searching for years,
It's
for it.
ego. It's
Yeah.
ego. It's nothing but ego, and it's nothing but money. If you hit somebody up like Top Dog or Kevin Jodry, and you're in their DMs and you're sucking them off, and you want to buy their genetics, and you're like, oh, you're so great. Like so many people are so sycophantic in this community. They're, when you're in that position, then Top Dog and Kevin Jones are going to sound like the greatest, seem like the greatest people in the world to you. But when you're competition, when you've got something better than they have, and it can take money out of their fucking pockets, then you're going to see the true nature and the true character of these people, which is they're
Yeah.
just cunts. That is it.
That's it. And too many people like the hype and the, it got to be the famous guy, not, with some, nobody wanker in the UK or, I mean, whatever. Like, it's just weird to me. Pretty packaging and big names. Like, that doesn't
The
mean
actual
shit, though.
breeders, that's what they hate, bro. They hate the fact that I've got something, and not just one thing as well. I've got hundreds of thousands of seeds, each one of which 9 times out of 10 is going to produce fucking something better than their hoarded so-called elite clone. Their fucking
Yeah.
watered down fucking chem and their fucking sours.
Yeah.
People have
Well,
found stuff that piss all over
instead of
sour
getting
and
all
chem.
instead of getting all butthurt over it because they found it and it was yours, like I said, I am proud to have it and say, yeah, I got that from Blue Skies. Not I'm all butthurt now about, well, fuck that dude. I got it from, Top Dog or whoever the fucking clown. No,
Yeah.
man, I'm gonna say it. I got it from Blue Skies. I'm fucking proud of that. Where's the why the hate and all the bullshit? People
Well,
need to get over it and fucking pull together in this community and quit being a cunt community. Because
yeah,
yeah, the community fucking sucks
it
in,
does.
in in general. I mean, there are cool motherfuckers out there. There are some good people out there. I ain't not like everybody's a cunt or a clown, but
No, 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 no.
but
Some of
let's
the
be
best people
honest.
I've
I mean,
met have been on
yeah,
Instagram.
mm, there's a lot of the bullshit, and it's just bullshit, hype, and drama over nothing. Like, who cares? You found a cool skunk, awesome. Be proud of that and fucking get it out there. Not hide the
Well,
fact you got it from Blue.
it had
you
been
know.
searched, as we said, it's
Mm.
been searched for like 20, 30 years. Everybody before was a liar. And obviously, the first person that came out with it, um, truly, was me, a British person. And also, where, as I say, there'd been like a little army of idiots stirred up from the moment that I arrived on Instagram. All people saw early on was me, just because I'm not going to take any shit off idiots. All people saw was like this combatant fucking English guy calling everybody cunts, which they are.
Yeah,
But that's all people saw, and they didn't understand that, one, the reasons why I was calling them that, reasons why I was able to call them that, because I don't respect anybody in the community with their breeding. Um, I'm not going to fucking pretend that I do. Very few people. I can probably think of fucking a handful of people that I respect in the breeding community, because all
yeah,
they've been doing is just ruining cannabis for the last fucking 20, 30 years, most fucking breeders, because it
yeah,
wasn't getting better, was it? It was getting very fucking much worse. Year on year, it was getting worse. As time went on, it was getting worse. Cookies, absolute McDonald's of fucking cannabis, absolute pure garbage.
yeah,
Yet that was the most vaunted thing for the last fucking decades, wasn't it? Everything was cookies this, cookies that, and it's absolute dog shit. So if the best of the so-called best of what's out there is absolute fucking dog shit, I'm not going to come on the scene and go, oh yeah, everybody, great job you've been doing. No, you haven't. You've done a fucking shit job. You've ruined cannabis, and here's the fucking solution. And they don't
yeah.
like it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's how I brought up to people. They're so excited, when cannabis became legal and stuff. I'm like, okay, I mean, cool, but it was illegal for how many years? Then all of a sudden, oh here, you can have it back now. Well,
Exactly.
why are you giving it back now? What'd you do to it? What they
Yeah.
fucked it. That's I told somebody like cookies, all that shit. That's the worst thing that ever happened to cannabis. You
Yeah.
want real weed? Go drop the bullshit and the drama. Go buy some from Blue Skies, and fucking there you go. Simple as that. People act
And
like you
all I
can't
ever
find
did,
it. It's impossible to find. No,
all I
motherfucker,
ever
it's right
did
there.
all I ever did was just do what no one else has been able to do, which was give credit to Old Timer One. And even giving credit to Old Timer One caused me fucking hassle, bizarrely. We live in the most fucked up times in history, I think, where, telling the truth is like punching somebody in the face or shitting on their mother or something.
Oh,
It's,
you'd probably be better punching them in the face. I mean, honestly, yeah.
a lot of them definitely need it.
Like I said, I don't know how many people have asked me, so is Blue for real? Like I said, yes, 100% yes. He has the fucking skunk. I have skunk. People that bought from him have skunk. Whether all these fucking clowns want to admit it or not, for whatever reason, but and I said, drop all the fucking hate and get some real medicine.
Yeah.
It's helped my family. It's helped my friends. I mean, I try to get this stuff out there and share it. I'm
Well, it
never
does
hearing you
genuinely help.
they're breeding out all the good medicine. So I always had the thought or the theory, why not just start breeding it back in? I mean, they're watering down the gene pool. Well, let's spike that motherfucker back up a little bit.
Well, the gene pool been absolutely fucking trashed. And
Yeah.
as it progressively got more and more trashed, the more it was kind of considered fucking better. It goes to show the complete lack of education and fucking knowledge amongst the consumers. And
Yeah.
worse, that most of the people fucking at the breeding community at the top of that, they know that what they're promoting is garbage.
Yeah. I said pretty packaging, cardboard terps. I don't get it, but that's what people appear to like nowadays.
Well, I just dread to think how bad it could have got.
Oh, it would have been complete shit and there'd been no need in smoking pot anymore. I
Well,
mean, it would have
it's
gotten much
already
worse.
like that. It is truly what I said. It is like a different substance altogether. When I get, as I said, I've
Oh,
said
yeah.
it so many times now. When I get to smoke my stuff versus anything from anybody else of the modern era, it's like something that is completely different because the effects are so different. It's not a short-lived, mediocre mono high. It's you feel it in your body, you feel it in your mind, you feel it for much longer. It's just incomparable, and you feel so much
Yeah.
better. You feel it's incomparable. The effects of my genetics versus anything else really of the
Oh,
modern
yeah.
era is
That's
incomparable.
like my wife has rheumatoid and like her hands have been bothering her. Pains like arthritis. She had a gastric bypass years ago, so sometimes eating and appetite's an issue. Well, I've noticed sometimes I won't even say anything. I'll just, light up a joint, whatever. She'll smoke it. I notice later she's eating or she's moving around a little better.
Yeah, yeah.
That's your stuff, not this hype, whatever else I bought somewhere or somebody gave me. No, that's some, stuff from Blue. Like
And
everybody
that's
pretty
that's
much
something
knows
I
me. No,
noticed.
no, they know who Blue is, but they know I talked about it. And, hey, I got this from Blue. I mean, they don't have a clue who you are, but they know the good pot came from Blue. The
Well,
one that actually helped your
that's a
pain,
really important
helped
point
your
you make.
appetite. Yeah. That's why I said, God bless you for getting this stuff out there amidst all the hate and drama that they put you through. You put some
Uh,
damn good medicine. People really needed it.
Well, that is ultimately. There's two reasons why I've done it in the way that I've done it. One, I want people to get uh, the medicine in its unadulterated form, because even if they're getting things from a lot of people that's used my genetics, they've crossed it with something of the modern era. Mine will always be totally fucking unadulterated. Never ever anything outside the old timer one gene pool brought in. Um, but yeah, it motivates you more. That's for me. What I notice is exactly what you said about your wife being more mobile. For example, she's getting up
Yeah.
and doing more. I noticed that. I'll wake up earlier because I go to sleep earlier because I'm not fucking spending more time awake trying to get high enough to go to sleep. If you see what I mean, or still to
Yeah,
get some
exactly.
sleep. Because for me, that's one of my main uses is for sleep purposes. Always has been. Um, so I just noticed with my genetics, you're going to get to sleep much quicker. You're going to have a much better sleep that's uninterrupted through to the morning. You'll get up earlier. You'll have more energy. And even when you're smoking it in the daytime, you're going to be more energized and energetic and motivated. You're not just sat there either bored waiting for some effects or
Yeah.
perhaps some I don't know. Some people tell me they find this high THC stuff fucking potent, but I think that's just people that have not been smoking anything for a particularly long time. They're
I
just
haven't been
totally
smoking
new
the right
smokers.
weed. What that is? They've been smoking all the bullshit for too long.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what people don't understand with mine is it improves the quality of life to a different level than modern day stuff because you'll feel better in your mind, you'll be more uplifted in your mood, and your pain will be lacking where it was present physically, and you'll be able to do more, and you'll just be stimulated to do more. You know,
Oh
it's
yeah,
not
100%.
it's the reverse of the modern day propaganda that's been spread about cannabis that you smoke cannabis and you don't do anything, you're unproductive, you're lethargic. No, with old timer one genetics, you are not lethargic, you're not unproductive. You're actually the opposite. You're more stimulated, you're more energized, you're more motivated, and you're more healed.
Oh yeah, so it definitely makes you feel a hell of a lot better than all this modern bullshit you can find anywhere. That's all
Well,
dispos carry is all the bullshit. You can't get good weed anywhere. Like you just gotta grow it yourself, and you know the genetics are there. People's gotta drop the hate and the drama and get it, grow it, see for yourself.
the thing is, they are, and more people than you realize are, because I know obviously it's the last 4 or 5 years, ballpark, how many people have bought seeds, and it's like 10,000 fucking individuals, yet probably only ever seen about 10% of them put their grows on Instagram or anywhere. Yeah, I think it's only ever been at any time like a maximum of about 15%. More commonly, you see about 5% of people that's actually recently bought seeds, like fucking sharing them on Instagram, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I actually need
And
to
that's
start
probably
taking more
because,
pictures and posting. I know I'm horrible about posting pictures.
well, people got different reasons for it, but by and large, it is because they don't want to get targeted by fucking losers. Like, you've got this prick. I call him a prick. He's just like, I don't even know if he's a young guy or what. He's weak, a weak man, a weak fucking shadow of a man called 3L Mixed Up. And he was fucking constantly fucking posting pictures of his RKS that he got from me, saying how great it was, posting nice pictures until that fucking, oh god, how do I even adequately describe the fucking human detritus that is fucking JJ of Top Dog? That fucking paedophile looking prick. Fucking, I know for a fact he's in Thailand and he's in fucking with all the fucking lady boys. You don't fucking hit up like the straight massage parlors. He's in the fucking ladyboy massage parlors. Yeah, that's a
Damn.
fact from somebody I know who met him, spoke to him, witnessed it. And you only got to look at the dodgy looking fucker to know exactly why he's in fucking Thailand before anybody else was. But anyway, this prick has literally, provably spent hours and hours of his afternoon. This is somebody like all the fucking idiots in the fucking so-called community that think Top Dog is somebody to be fucking admired. As I say, when he's not trawling fucking transsexual fucking brothels in Thailand, he's spending 4 or 5 hours of his afternoons trying to convince weak people like 3LL Mixed Up to take down their pictures of RKS. And that is exactly how this person spends his life, trying to bully people on the internet to take down pictures of their RKS that they got from me.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
No, so I'm just one of
And
them
the
more
kid
old
done it. The
school,
kid did it. The kid took his pictures down, bro. The kid got bullied by JJ. And as I
damn.
say, find a picture of JJ or DM me for a picture of JJ. He's a smelly old fucking man, and you're scared and you're bullied to take down pictures because of a smelly old man in your fucking DMs. What's wrong with you? Get some balls, you faggots.
Yeah, no shit. Now I'm just more old school and like dealing with the whole technology and taking pictures and not really my thing. I will try to start taking more of your pictures of your stuff though and posting it. I really need to.
Well, as I say, I'm going to aim to be going in different directions to just fucking selling seeds on Instagram. I've given, as I say, plenty of people the opportunity and the time now. And yeah, I'm going to be doing something more productive for myself going
Oh
forward.
yeah, so I don't blame you a bit there. I get it, man.
As I say, I did what I've done to put out, and I've succeeded as well. Put out a lot of seeds over the last few years, which has given, as I say, people the opportunity to get this gene pool that is clean. It's unadulterated by cookies. It's not got a fucking HLVD, none of these fucking viruses that everything's contaminated with these days. Because, as I say, it's a private gene pool from Old Time and One. I've not introduced anything else to it. So it's a clean gene pool. There's no CRISPR fucking modifications by that twat copycat and others. Probably he's only going to be the first of people to start using CRISPR. So if you want uncontaminated by cookies, uncontaminated by genetically modified organisms, and uncontaminated by these fucking viruses that are in everything these days, and replete with all the cannabinoids, terpenes, and everything else that made cannabis what it was in the days before it was destroyed. The only gene pool to tap into is the old timer one, really.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to get any of your new run this year. My summer job had ended, and I never got a chance to grab any of them.
Well, there's still plenty of them, bro. But I'm literally trying to offload as much of it as possible before I just completely stop selling
I'll,
seeds. Really. That's
yeah.
my aim, to be honest. I'm so bored of the amount of time I spend on Instagram is just like way too fucking much. And the reason, like, is probably because of these twats that we've talked about, you know.
Yeah.
But if the average person in the community is stupid enough to believe them, then why am I going to continue trying to any longer, trying to persuade people otherwise? You know, I just don't have the fucking interest in doing that anymore.
I
Uh,
don't blame you a bit, man. I get it.
as I say, I've done it for way longer than anybody ever thought I would do. Because I'm sure they would have liked to be gone about fucking 3 years ago, at least.
Yeah, ain't no shit.
But if I do whatever I do, it's always my choice. It's not because of some absolute fucking retard like fucking Matt Riot or JJ or Jodry or any of these fucking pricks because they're just absolutely fucking losers. You know what I mean? They don't bother me, but I've just literally got bored of it now. Really, it's
Oh
like
yeah, fucking clowns, man. I'm telling you.
so. Yeah, what I would advise people is to get hold of these genetics while they are available because you know I can't say how long I'll be on Instagram. I'll tell you exactly how long I'm going to be on Instagram for. The least amount of time possible.
Yeah.
once I've got rid of this current set of seeds, that is it. I'm definitely on fucking Instagram now.
I guess
Um,
if I can at all, I'll try to grab some of them from you before you're out of all of them. I know that, like the blueberry and the Chinese lizard wine, this sounded really interesting.
well, the blueberry's proven to be super nice. It's really, really, really fucking top notch, that blueberry. Um, and this Chinese lizard wine. I'm looking forward to smoking some of this. There's some watermelon candy and some port wine
Oh yeah,
expressions coming out that sounds super nice.
yeah. Yeah,
Star
I'll definitely
23.
try grabbing some from you at some point soon.
The Star 23 is probably the best outdoor variety that came from last year's work. It seems to
Okay,
be producing big, dense flowers and finishing by the end of September.
cool. I may do a big run next year outside with a bunch of your stuff and kind of see what happens. See what I can find.
Well, it's good that you're breeding with them, bro, and keeping the genetics going because that's
Oh yeah,
really
so I'm not. I don't want to be one of them horror stories of I found it but I lost it. Like hell no, I'm keeping this shit. I'm gonna
well.
be smoking on this for years to come.
I hope so. That's really what I want everybody to do is to breed with them. Basically, I've always said that. And that's the main reason I put them out. The main reason I've done what I've done is because I knew exactly how special the gene pool was, and I wanted other people to have it, and that's about it. You know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So it's damn good medicine. It's just point blank right there. Best medicine you can find. I haven't found anything better or anywhere else. I mean, yeah, there's stuff out there you can get high off of. Some stuff tastes good, whatever, you know. Same bullshit as the next bullshit. But yours
Well,
just a whole league above.
uh,
Ain't no lie at all.
well, that's the consistent feedback I get off everybody. Really, it is just a fucking superior gene pool.
Yeah, 100%, definitely.
Well, I appreciate you coming on and giving such honest testimony on everything, bro.
Oh, no problem. No, I said if you don't want here in a couple weeks or so, when these plants are getting a little closer to done, and come on again or something. We'll show some pictures and chat again or something if you want.
Definitely, definitely welcome on anytime that you want to come on,
Yes,
bro. Always love.
I'm about 3 to 4 weeks in flower right now. So yeah, another 2 or 3 weeks, ought to be some fat flowers showing and be good to go.
What time? What time is that? Like the usual time frame for cropping out there? Does the season usually go that late?
Yeah, usually right end of October. And my
Yeah, I
outside plants
suppose
didn't
we're
do
only
worth
about
a
halfway
shit.
through, aren't we?
Yeah, my outside didn't do worth a shit this year. Had a bunch of rain, a lot of shit got bud rot, and I'm mostly an inside grower anyway. I just threw a few outside just to kind of see what happened.
Well, I hope they finish nice for you, bro. And yeah, definitely come on and tell us what you found, how their profiles finished at the end for you, man.
Oh yeah, for sure. So that pickled onion, I can't wait. It's so strong of a smell. It's amazing. I love it.
Well, I hope she keeps that profile for you because I've seen it change. I can't even almost so like just a very unusual, more on the fruity side. I've seen it change to,
Huh.
um, like a almost like a fruit punch, I guess. But this is like I'm trying to remember from like a long time ago. I grew that.
I see
But
that. That don't sound too bad either.
no, it's nice. And there's some things like the vomit. Have you ever come across any that vomit tips?
Not yet. As I have some of, kind of the dog shit and that sweet, guess, death, rotten meat kind of smell.
Well, I remember one I had the same year that I was growing the purple garlic pickled onion vinegar one, and it was the most disgusting, stomach churning vomit and bile that you could possibly imagine. It just smelled exactly like fresh puke or something. It was just so
Wow.
really just stomach churning. It was gross to the max, and I was thinking, how is that going to fucking taste when you smoke it? But
Yeah.
strangely enough, it turns to pineapple.
Wow.
When it was dried and it was time to smoke it, she tasted the pineapple and there was no puke whatsoever. So
Wow. Like pineapple puke.
yeah. Well, bro, thanks very much for coming on, man.
Thanks
It's
for
been
having me
great
on.
speaking to you. And
You
as I
too, man.
say, welcome on anytime, man. Not just
Cool.
next at the end of the month, but anytime.
Cool. Appreciate it.
All right, brother. Thank you very much, man. Thank you,
God bless,
everybody,
Blue.
for listening, and
Catch y'all
catch you on the
later.
next episode.